The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Freshman Focus, a look at 2-year-olds in training across the Buckeye State. Freshman Focus is presented by Eldorado Scioto Downs, now racing Tuesday through Saturday. First post time, 3:15. By Sugar Valley Farm. Looking for your next quality standardbred racehorse? Look no further than Sugar Valley Farm in Delaware, Ohio. And by the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Caring down to a science. Now here is your host, Roger Houston.
Good evening, harness racing fans, and welcome to a final edition of Freshman Focus. We're at Eldorado Scioto Downs, and we're going to be speaking with the Director of Racing and Race Secretary Jason Roth about things here at Scioto Downs during the construction period, and of course the next generation, which gets underway July the 4th. After this message, we'll return with Jason Roth.
Racing is back at Eldorado Scioto Downs. Catch the excitement all summer long. Live racing every Tuesday through Saturday afternoon. First post time is 3:15. Mark your calendar to see the future stars with a $150,000 Next Generation July 4th. 2-year-old trotters and pacers begin their careers in the next generation. Horse players earn points with a new Caesars Reward program. Eldorado Scioto Downs. Live racing is back.
Jason, welcome to Freshman Focus, and we'll start right off. How's the construction project doing here at Scioto Downs?
It's going well. We're still planning for the May opening of 2023 to be ready to go and have a beautiful facility for fans and our horsemen to come back to and enjoy some great racing.
Now, I understand that this is an ongoing project because you're making some changes as we go. You're going to do away with the chain link fence in the home stretch.
Yes, all this green fence is going to disappear, and we plan on putting up a brand new, very nice, modern fence along the track. We plan on raising the grade to the track so our fans can walk right up to the track and watch this great racing that we have. And
was it in the initial plans?
No, it was in the initial plans. You know, there's a lot in the initial plans. Updating the clubhouse inside and out. There is a long-term plan to upgrade this entire facility and bring it back to its heyday.
I think your fans here at Eldorado Scioto Downs deserve a lot of credit because your handle's been good and your crowds have been decent.
Our handle's been okay for afternoon racing. You always want to see it a little bit more. And like you said, the crowds on a Friday, Saturday night, they come out. Maybe not quite as much as they do on the evening post time, but they're still coming out on Saturday, and it's good to see. And
the racing has been superb this year.
Man, I'll tell you what, these guys go at it 110%, you know, and the long shots that are coming in right now, it's unbelievable. So it's very good racing. It's very hard to handicap, and it makes for some great payoffs.
I don't know whose initial idea it was, but these late closers for Buckeye Stallion Series eligibles has meant a lot to your horse population.
It has. You know, I don't think we've had a day under 14 races. That's kind of our goal. We want to have at least 14 to 16 races every single day. I know the horsemen, they want to get raced. I know probably the afternoon post time has a lot to do with that also. Horsemen don't like getting home at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We understand that, but it is a business that we have to run, and you know, we try and get as many horses raced as we can and go from there.
Driving Colony, always top notch here at Scioto.
It is. You know, these guys, you go to other racetracks and, you know, there's no, they're single file all the way down to the backside, and here they're on go. There is no friends out there, and that's what we like to see.
When we return after this message, we'll talk to Jason about the upcoming Next Generation.
Looking for your next champion? Look no further than Sugar Valley Farm in Delaware, Ohio. Sugar Valley's lineup of stallions include world champion Downbytheseaside, Lather Up, the fastest horse in harness racing history, Little Brown Jug champion Well Said, Catch the Fire, Marseille, plus the newest stallion of the Sugar Valley lineup, Mission Accepted, and returning to Sugar Valley Farm, Creatine. Sugar Valley Farm, the home of champions.
Back here with Freshman Focus with Jason Roth, Eldorado Scioto Downs. And Jason, this is the third year for the next generation. Is it progressing the way you envisioned from the very beginning?
I think the word's starting to get out there. You know, people know what the next generation is now. I love the race. It's one of my favorite. The unknown going into that race. So yes, I do like the way it's going. Is there some tweaking that we could do? Yeah, for sure, and we'll probably do that.
You mentioned the fact that you're going to tweak the next generation. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, so we did not get as many nominations as I would have liked, you know. The race is only, with that March 15th deadline, only had 7 in it, and then the 2-year-old filly pace only had 6. So I think we'll move that nomination deadline back next year to June 1st. Horsemen are making a lot of payments around the March 15th deadline. So it's an expensive nomination for that race. So I think we'll move that back to June 1st, let Horsemen know what they have as far as babies going into it, and you know, if they can hold up.
Next generation goes on Monday, July the 4th, normal 3:15 start time.
Yep, we'll continue with the 3:15 post time on July 4th, and we'll have, unlike previous years, we'll have all 4 divisions on the same day.
That's going to be a major day for you.
It is. You know, we're also trying to put together a nice invitational. Horses that you've seen here week in and week out that have been top notch. So.
In the last few days, there have been a lot of spots change hands, and that speaks volume for the next generation.
You know, I think that's the unique nature of the race. You know, now people have had their qualifiers in their horses. They know what they have, and they want a shot at that 150,000. And you know, I think that's what makes the race unique.
This week you had, what was it, 24, 25 qualifiers?
24. It was a long day yesterday.
You know, I spoke with Chris Beaver the other day, and he qualified a bunch of horses here at Scioto, and he pointed out that he's got a lot of decisions to make off of those qualifiers.
He's one of the lucky ones that has the you know, the barn that he does, and you don't have to nominate a horse. It's just you bought a spot, so he gets to pick and choose who he wants to put in the race, and he's lucky enough to have that many horses to decide that.
Now, was the next generation limited to 8 starters this year?
This year, normally we have 9, but since we didn't get enough nominations, we auctioned a few spots off. To make it a field of 8, we have to have 8 to go with the race. So we got that done through the preferred equine auction. They have been a tremendous partner in helping us do that. I can't thank them enough. And any of the proceeds that we made from that, we didn't make much because they all pretty much brought the $10,000 nominating fee. We're going to give, there were a couple of them that brought 10.5, so that $1,000 is going to go to the STA, and then we are also going to contribute more to the STA, Standardbred Transition Alliance, just to help them out a little bit.
Caliber of horses this year, you know, when we started out with the next generation, we had Charlie May, and he's still going strong. Do we have another Charlie May?
You know, our breeding program is getting so strong year after year, you know. So, there could be. But I think the beautiful thing about this race is there's only 9 spots. The 2-year-old Colt Pace champion may not even be in this race on 4th of July. So who knows? But yes, our breeding program is strong, and hopefully we see the best ones out here.
Did you have any changes in your conditions this year?
No, we pretty much kept it the same conditions, you know, the whole trading of the spots and all that. So the conditions are going to stay the same. As for the next year, you know, we might only sell 8 spots. I would like to, you know, come up with a different way to get rid of that 9th spot. Maybe the auction is the way to go, last minute auction, to see who, you know, if somebody qualifies good and wants to buy a spot, maybe that's the way to do it.
speaking as a horseman, so to speak, they're pretty happy with 8 spots.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, but you know, we know our fans and our gamblers, they like to see full fields, and we'll try and get the full field.
Of course, with the 9 and 10 horse fields that you have, that means so much as far as your mutual handle here at Scioto Downs for the various exacta boxes and such.
It does, and you know, it makes even more of a difference on payoffs, like the pick 5 or the pick 8 that we have. You know, it just adds another layer of how to strategically pick tickets, place tickets. So you know, and it helps payoff. So we have a big pick 5 coming up. Pretty much of them are all full fields, and you know, it's going to weed some money out having those 9th and 10 horse fields, and you know, it's going to make the payoffs larger.
After this message, we'll return with Jason Roth to talk about some final comments about the next generation.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
Back here on Freshman Focus, Jason, the 4 races that you're going to have, plus some other big events on July the 4th, this could possibly turn out to be one of your biggest days of the year.
This year, most definitely. You know, we don't have Super Night this year, which is probably a good thing with the grandstand. So yeah, this could be a big day.
And let's just hope that the weather plays a good part.
You know, every time Frank Frost comes here, it rains. So we're either going to keep him away, or we're going to make sure it's going to stay nice that day.
One thing about the next generation, the draw for post positions taking place this Thursday, of course.
Yep.
Live on the show.
Yes, I actually had an owner that has purchased a spot in the next generation, and he told me that he had more fun with the draw than at the actual race. So I want to make sure that these owners have fun with it and are able to watch the draw live.
Jason, we appreciate you being with us today on Next Generation. We wish all the folks here at Eldorado Scioto Downs the best of luck on July the 4th, and may there be a great day for harness racing here in the Buckeye State. Well, that wraps up Freshman Focus for 2022. We'd like to thank the many horsemen who participated, Jason Roth as well here at Eldorado Scioto Downs, our great sponsors for bringing this program to you week in and week out for the last 13 weeks. And we hope we've created some new fans for the sport of harness racing. And by all means, maybe we'll see you at the track. Be there!
This has been Freshman Focus, a look at 2-year-olds in training across the Buckeye State. Freshman Focus is presented by Eldorado Scioto Downs, now racing Tuesday through Saturday. First post time, 3:15. By Sugar Valley Farm. Looking for your next quality standardbred racehorse? Look no further than Sugar Valley Farm in Delaware, Ohio. And by the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Caring down to a science. Freshman Focus is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.